Dear students, in this video, I will continue with Civics, chapter Working of Institution. First topic is Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is the most important political institution in the country. There is no direct election to the post of the Prime Minister. The President appoints the Prime Minister. The President appoints the leader of majority party or the coalition of parties that commands a majority in Lok Sabha as Prime Minister. In case no single party or alliance gets a majority, the President appoints the person most likely to secure majority support. The Prime Minister does not have a fixed tenure. He continues in power so long as he remains the leader of the majority party or coalition. As head of the government, the Prime Minister has wide-ranging powers. The Prime Minister chairs cabinet meetings. He is the head of the government. He coordinates the work of different departments. His decisions are final in case disagreements arises between departments. He exercises general supervision of different ministers. All ministers work under his leadership. The Prime Minister distributes and redistributes work to the minister. He has the power to dismiss ministers. When the Prime Minister quits, the entire ministry quits. The President. The President is the head of the state. The President supervises the overall functioning of all the political institutions in India. The President is not elected directly by people. A candidate standing for the President's post has to get a majority of votes from members of Parliament and the members of the legislative assemblies to win the election. Powers of President. All governmental activities take place in the name of the President. All laws and major policy decisions of the government are issued in the name of the President. All major appointments are made in the name of the President, which include the appointments of the Chief Justice of India, the judges of the Supreme Court, and the High Court of the states, the governors of the state, the election commissioner, ambassadors to the other countries, etc. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Force of India. But we should remember, President exercises all these powers only on the advice of the councils of ministers. Next topic is Judiciary. All the courts at different levels in a country put together are called the judiciary. The Indian judiciary consists of a Supreme Court for the entire nation, high courts in the states, district courts, and the courts at the local level. Powers of judiciary. India has an integrated judiciary, which means the Supreme Court controls the judicial administration in the country. Its decisions are binding on all other courts of the country. It can take up any dispute between citizens of the country, between citizens and government, between two or more state governments, between governments at the union and state level. Judiciary is not under the control of the legislature or the executive. The judges do not act on the direction of the government or according to the wishes of the party in power. The Supreme Court and the High Court have the power to interpret the constitution of the country. They can declare invalid any law of the legislature or the action of the executive, whether at the union level or at the state level, if they find such a law or action is against the Constitution. Thus, they can determine the constitutional validity of any legislation or action of the executive in the country when it is challenged before them. This is known as judicial review. The power and the independence of the Indian judiciary allow it to act as the guardian of the fundamental right. Anyone can approach the court if public interest is hurt by the action of the government. This is called public interest litigation.